Extra time.
টোটো কোম্পানি, জলে জঙ্গলে পাহাড়ে ভ্রমণে আর আহারে।
নমস্কার, এক্সট্রা টাইম বাংলা আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত। দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমার সঙ্গে যিনি বসে আছেন, তার নতুন করে কোনো ইন্ট্রোডাকশনের প্রয়োজন নেই। হি ইজ নান আদার দ্যান দ্য গ্রেট ডগলাস ডা সিলভা, ইস্ট বেঙ্গল মোহন বাগানের বহু যুদ্ধের নায়ক, এমন একজন ফুটবলার যিনি কোনোদিনও ডার্বি হারেননি। ইউ হ্যাভ নেভার লস্ট এ ডার্বি, কলকাতা ডার্বি, রাইট?
Yes, yes. I never lost the derby.
So
So it was a great time that we always remember, no?
and ডগলাস একটা নতুন ইনিংস স্টার্ট করছে। ইউ আর জাস্ট টেলিং মি দ্যাট ইউ উইল বি টেলিং সামথিং ইন বেঙ্গলি, রাইট?
Yes, I know few words, no,
Like
but all the most of them when we used to play, no, ball day, jolly day, then move up, no? But I can understand more than I can speak, no. That is.
But how do you see this comeback? আপনাদের জানিয়ে রাখি, ডগলাস উইল বি স্টার্টিং হিজ নিউ ইনিংস ইন ইন্ডিয়া। নতুন ইনিংস স্টার্ট করছে অ্যাজ দ্য হেড কোচ অফ ট্রাউ এফসি, নিউলি প্রমোটেড আই লিগ টিম, যারা এবছরই প্রথমবার আই লিগ খেলবে, সেকেন্ড ডিভিশন থেকে চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয়ে এসেছে, এবং ডগলাস উইল বি দ্য হেড কোচ অফ দ্য টিম। সো ডগলাস, হাউ ডু ইউ সি দিস নিউ চ্যালেঞ্জ? ইউ নো ইজ বেঙ্গল অ্যান্ড মোহন বাগান, ইউ নো ইজ ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবল ফর আ লং টাইম, বাট I mean, coming over here, Kolkata football is no new to you. But I mean, how do you see this new challenge?
See, it is something by God. That is what I know for sure. Because I have got some offers, but I was seeing that was not the right one for me. Then always I was postponing that, and always I used to talk with my family. I have to prepare myself very well because I think my dream is near to come true, because my dream was to be a coach of one I League team in India, because the same way that I have done as a player, I'd like to do as a coach. Of course, it is a very difficult thing to do because people still remember me as a player. Wherever you go, wherever I am, people always talk to me as a player. But long time back, I stopped play. That is my new job. I am become a coach more than 10 years ago. But that is always what I like to do. I like big challenge, and I hopeful with hard work, with everyone, not only myself, but all the coaching staff and officials and everyone, we are trying our level best.
You have seen the structure of Kolkata football, you know it pretty well. You have played for East Bengal, you have played for Mohun Bagan, you coached Mohun Bagan junior team as well. But how do you see about the infrastructure and the atmosphere over here at Imphal?
See, there is something different, but that's why I have accepted the offer of Trau, because they are growing up year by year. So that is the way I like to work, step by step. So the same way that I have done when I was a player, I always was looking to grow up with this Bengal club. So that we have done very well. The same thing I want to do with Trau also. Of course, with my experience, not only in Indian football, but in my whole life, because I played football more than 30 years. So I know the way of Indian football. I know the atmosphere in Kolkata, in every state of India, all of India. So Trau, they are looking far for that. That's why I have accepted their offer. And the atmosphere here is wonderful. People love football. So, and the main thing, people loves to work.
I mean, when you came to play in India, in the red and gold colors, your guru was none other than the great Subhash Bhomik. Together, you have won a lot of trophies in your career. But when you took this new challenge as the head coach of Trau FC, did you speak to Mr. Subhash Bhomik that how do you want to shape your career up from here on?
No, no, we have few words only because he's out of station. He's not in India at the moment. So we have a talk. He will be coming very soon. And of course, he was the example for everyone. And the way that we won so many trophies, of course, from that time, I will take something for me. Because if we have done wonderful, we have won lots of trophy, why should I not take some advice from him? Why I should not do something from that time? But of course, football is one sport that every day there is new things come. So we don't have to look, we don't have to work what you have, what the past. So, but every day with my experience in Brazil, the experience that I had in India, everywhere, I will try my level best to give for Trau.
Well, in Kolkata, you are an emotion, you know it pretty well as well. Every time when you go over there, if the football crazy people see you, they get crazy actually. Just think about playing over there in an I-League club against a team like East Bengal or Mohun Bagan and on the against dugout. How do you prepare for that?
See, I was talking with some people. People have to forget I was a player. Of course, they remember because I have done well. Because when you do something good, everyone will remember you. So I love everyone. In Kolkata, everyone knows it is India is my second home. Kolkata. So the way that, as I said, the way I have done as a player, I'm trying my level best because I want them now to recognize me as a good coach. But for that, in India, my career just starts. I have to work hard every day. The same way that I work as before, I have done my career in India very well. I want to do it as a coach. That's why I told the players, the team has to be in the same phase of mine. My team has to play in the same way that I used to play before. With good fighter, work every day. It's possible in the morning, the evening, at night. Our practice must be our match. Our match must be our war. That is the way always I used to work. Always I used to tell all the ex-East Bengal players when we used to play, my teammates. So it need time. I need time because I just come. So the answer of the player with me, it was wonderful in the last 3 days. But hopeful after some time, the team of Douglas's work would be the same when he was a player.
The next question would be immediately like people want to know about Trau FC because they are a newly promoted I-League side. So the foreigners are new. There would be a lot of young talents who have never played in the I-League as well. So you have started training with the team. So what do you want to tell about the players and the atmosphere and more importantly the strength and the opportunities or the possibilities you have in this season round?
See, I have seen lots of talents over here. When they asked me to come for trial, I told them, yes, I want to work with this kind of player because they are powerful. The confidence of Manipuri player is excellent.
Like you.
I love to play I love to work with people like this. So in this area there is lots of talents. People must look more to Manipur players. Okay, so always people look to invest in the big states. But here there is a place that lots of talents can come up in Indian football. So in our team, from the last season, from this season, few players are new. But the player that I have seen the last 3 days, I'm work on them because I have a good plan for us. because the way that I like to play, the way that I like to work with the player, they are exactly what I want. So for that I need time, but I'm sure, of course, there is another player from different, like player from Kolkata, from Bombay, from Punjabi, but I want to work. I'm look not. I have to. I'm look to everyone as the same, but local players, they have a very good talent that I want to fill them.
You'll have six players from Kolkata as well, like Avinash Vidas, Abhishek Das, who have done remarkably well in their early stage of their career. But since then, some way or the other, they have lost the track which they generated on their own. So, do you think that you can inspire them and bring them back on their own aura?
Yes, yes, of course, because they are not old, but they are experienced players. I never call anyone as old players because they are not. Uh, the experience of Kolkata players, because some of them played ISL, so other players also played ISL from different clubs. So day by day we are disclosing which is the best for us.
Correct.
I told them 11 players can win one match, but a group can win the league. That is the way I like to work. So in my team, they will play not in the match. They have to show me in the week who has to play. Then I will try my level best not to do any mistake to fill the best 11.
What do you want to say about the foreigners you have? Because there are a lot of reputations with them.
Yeah, about our foreign, I need to look more. Okay, that's why I'm spending lots of hours watching their games, because I have some plan in my mind with them. So we have a very good players. We have some players from African. We have a Brazilian. So I hopeful this guy, day by day, when we work more. Every day I used to talk for few minutes with them before practice, after practice. They are accepting what I want. So they have shown me they have a good talent. Because as I said before, India is not for everyone.
Correct.
India is not for everyone. Even you can bring the big player from abroad. They have a problem to play in India. But the main thing is that I have played here before, that I can use my experience to show them the right way to delivery.
Absolutely. Last question which I want to ask. East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, these two teams have hardly won I-League trophies in the last 15, 16 years. Yes, Mohun Bagan have won once, but East Bengal haven't. So, being a former East Bengal or Mohun Bagan legend, what do you think? What has been the biggest problem for them in winning that trophy?
See, I can't say there is a problem, no, but that is normal in football. You need to give a time to their coach to work. So few years back, every season they are changing coaches. So every year they are changing their group, their squad. In Indian football, not only in Indian football, it's all over the world. You have to keep the player, you have to keep your coach. So if some come to add it, it's fine. But every season, if you change 10, 15 players, it will be tough to any coach all over the world to work. So East Bengal always hit. They are hitting the. I used to say that they are hitting the post. Then, if they was close to win the league, why they should not keep those players? Then I did some, but they always change. Most of them is half of the team. That will be very tough for coaches. And in my point of view, if you have to bring a coach, the coach have to choose your players. But that's one of the biggest problem in Kolkata Maidan. The club gives the players to the coach. The coach has to what they are giving to him. Suppose that if the coach work for in Indian football for one season, let him choose the players, not the official, the club bring the, because there are big clubs. They don't have to make a mistake. That is one big advantage that other clubs from other states, they are go ahead. They are a little bit ahead of Kolkata football.
That means you want to say that the officials stop interfering in the team selection and more important in the recruitment process.
I'm not said the official have this problem because when they bring the new coach, the coach does not know who are better,
Yes.
who are. Keep the coach. If the coach is good, the example now is Bengal has done with the Alexandro. Keep him. He has to know which player is better for his team right now. Then what happens? If you need at least one season. After that, let them choose
Their own players.
their own players.
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ডগলাস। একটা আসল কথা বলে গেলেন ডগলাস, অর্থাৎ ইস্ট বেঙ্গল হোক বা মোহনবাগান হোক, আই লিগ জয়ের মূল মন্ত্রটা কিন্তু একটাই, কোচ, যে কোচের উপর তারা ভরসা রাখছেন সেই কোচকে আরো অনেক বেশি স্বাধীনতা দেওয়া উচিত, সেই কোচের উপর ভরসা রাখা উচিত, টিম সিলেকশন থেকে শুরু করে সেই কোচের সামগ্রিক প্রসিডিওরটাতেও। অনেক ধন্যবাদ, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ডগলাস। আমরা আপনাদেরকে প্রতিশ্রুতি দিয়েছিলাম যে ডগলাস ডে সিলভার এক্সক্লুসিভ ইন্টারভিউ আপনাদের সামনে তুলে ধরবো, নতুন ইনিংস। I hope that you'd be have a cracking of a new season over here in Indian football, and people will be remembering Coach Douglas from now on, from the phase of being the player Douglas.
That is what I want to do. But for that, we need to work very hard.
Thank you so much, Douglas. I know that you'll be doing the same. Thank you so much.
লেটেস্ট নিউজ আর এক্সক্লুসিভ ভিডিওর সঙ্গে আপডেট থাকতে এখনই সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। বেল আইকনে ক্লিক করতে ভুলবেন না যেন।